Hi everybody, welcome. We're going to be making kites today for Lag BaOmer. This is a really fun project that we sent home a lot of the materials, well, some of the materials, and some of this you're going to have to collect from around the house. Rabbi Chayim will give the list of what you have to collect. And if you didn't get the package yet, then you can just try to see if you can find things at home. And then when you get the package, you can add the sticks, because that would be and the string, which would be the pieces that maybe you don't have at home. This kite is made out of a clear plastic bag, and we call these kites Yiddish-Kites. And the reason why we do them around Lag BaOmer is because Lag BaOmer is a time when we express our pride in our Jewish identity and Jewish unity. And so it's something really fun that you could do outdoors. And Lag BaOmer is a day when we go out to the outside and play. Now it's hard for us to do that together as a group, and we really miss our Lag BaOmers in the park and our street fairs. But for now, we're going to teach you how to do this so you could do this at home. And then together with your family, you can go fly the kite in the park. Or if you are out of town right now, you can take it to your backyard or to the street and fly the kite outside. It really works. This is a kite that really works if it's done correctly. And we've given you, I think, about 200 feet of kite string. So it could go pretty high. So what you're going to do is once you make the kite, you're going to write your name in Hebrew on the whole middle part of it, and you could decorate it with Jewish symbols or anything to do with Lag BaOmer or just anything Jewish. And then you can use any kind of Sharpies. Some of you got a Sharpie in your package, so you can use that as well. And Rabbi Chayim is going to talk about the supplies that we have, and then we'll start going through the process of making it.
Hi, I'm Rabbi Chayim, Morah, Sarah's lucky husband. So over here in your package, we also have the instructions of this kite, and there are 10 steps. If you follow these steps exactly the way they're written, it's going to be perfect. This kite was made, we've done this for many years. We made this in 2005. It says at the bottom of the kite, and also at the back of the instructions, there's a little sheet that looks like the kite.
It goes back even further. I think the first time we made this kite was in 1994.
Oh, really? Well, the instructions were made
92.
Wow.
In 1992.
In Vancouver?
Yeah, in Vancouver. Cool. We got the instructions from a guy in the park.
Nice. Well, the instructions, it says 2005 because we made these instructions for everyone to be able to use. And
so we've been doing these kites for a very long time.
Thousands of people around the world have been using it. So I'm going to go zoom through real quickly what you need to make this kite, and it's pretty simple. We have the kite template, which we gave you, and anybody who wants to get this kite template, if you're watching this elsewhere, you can email rabbicba@gmail.com. We'll put it in the notes,
on the bottom.
and I'll email you this kite template. And you can make it in any size you want, but they have to be relative. The ratio has to stay the same. What you need is a kite shape, which we have over here. You need plastic, which we're going to put up over on top of it. We'll show you how to do that soon. We try to use clear plastic so that when you fly it in the sky, you don't see anything but the drawings that you made and your Jewish name and some mitzvot, or maybe even a message to Hashem if you want to put something up there. But it's really cool that you see nothing else because it's clear. So best to get clear plastic.
And there's one more thing that if you need help with your Hebrew name, your teachers will be helping you today with your Hebrew name. So if you don't know it, we will help you. If you don't know how to spell it or anything, we'll help you with that.
Next, you need sticks. We provided you with sticks, but if you don't have our package, then you can go to any hardware store. They're called wooden dowels. Get the thinnest ones. I think they're 1/16 of an inch or something like that. Or they're called 1.6. They're very, very thin. Aside from that, you're going to need some tape. Now, you can use really any kind of tape to tape the sticks to the plastic, as we're going to show you soon. But the best tape that I found was this kind of tape, and it's got little strings
makes it stronger
around the tape, and it's very strong, and it's called
stripping tape.
Strapping tape. It's called strapping tape. But you can use any kind of tape. You could use it, even duct tape if you need to. What I found really fun was to use a clear duct tape because it rips really easily, duct tape, and that way you don't even need scissors for that. But don't use Scotch tape.
Won't be strong enough.
The Scotch tape is too thin, and duct tape rips, but Scotch tape is probably not going to work. Then you need a scissors because you're going to cut the plastic over the shape of the kite, and we're going to show you soon how to do that because it's important to know. And finally, if you have a hole puncher, it'll make things easier, okay? Because we're going to need that.
If you don't have a hole puncher, when we get to that point, you can ask your mom or your dad to take a knife and just make a little tiny hole, or use the edge of the scissor. These scissors won't work for that, but if you have they can make a little hole. We'll explain what in the tape. We'll explain that as we go along. Okay, so the first step we're going to do is we're going to tape our template together. So
there's 2 pieces of paper that you got in the mail because that's what we got.
So let me get the Scotch tape, and I'm going to tape them together, and we're going to line them up.
Scotch tape for that.
Yeah, we're going to line them up at the top. They don't overlap perfectly because there's a white space, but if you could figure out the best way of lining up the top curve, you want the curve to be lined up as good as possible, and that's where you want to, so you want to make sure that you're taping it along with that. I'm doing like a little bit of a sloppy job, but that doesn't matter because we don't really need this or anything else. The bottom line is not going to align, so when we get to the bottom, I'm going to see if you can get a ruler and just choose one side and just go across, because for some reason the way it printed, it didn't print straight. So you might want to take a ruler,
just fix that later,
or another piece of paper, and we can fix that later. And I'm going to tape it also to the table because when I trace it with the plastic bag, I want to make sure that it is going to be straight as possible.
So clarify, you can use Scotch tape for this.
Yeah, I'm using Scotch tape just to tape it to the table. So I'm going to get a knife.
You can do this on the floor too. It's a lot
you can do this on the floor. We used to do this on the floor. And again, this is something you could do anytime this project, as long as you have the materials. It's a lot of fun and it works well. Okay, so now the second step I'm going to do is I'm going to take my plastic. Now some of you have just a clear plastic bag and it's not pre-cut like this. If that's the case, make sure you get a piece about as big as this. And what I'm going to do is I'm only going to use this side first, because if I make a mistake, I want to be able to have more plastic in case I have to do it again. You can use any kind of clear plastic recycling bag for this, but you want it to be pretty heavy.
You could just use one corner and then...
I'm going to use this side of it.
Meaning don't put it right in the center.
Don't center it like this, because then you won't have enough.
Because then if you need to do it again, exactly.
Right. So I'm going to put it to the edge of the paper. And now I'm going to do the same thing to the plastic so it doesn't go anywhere. I'm just going to tape it down, at least in some of the places, so I can trace it good. This is going to be a lot of fun, guys. Okay. And now, once we have that taped down, I'm going to take my Sharpie. I'm going to make sure I get the top curve, okay? Because I want to make sure that I'm doing this as straight as possible. This, you know, you might need mom's help for this, or dad's help, or a big sister or a brother to help you with this. Because even Morah doesn't make straight lines. Just saying. Rabbi Chayim probably is thinking, I could do a lot better than this. Hey, nobody's perfect, right? Okay, here we go. And then we're going to do this one. This is called a sled kite, because it kind of looks like a sled when it's flying in the sky. Because these two pieces, the triangles on the side, they fold up. And the kite, the kite string that you're going to attach, I forgot what it's called. It's like a runner or something. We'll go through it. The leading string pulls it together so it looks like a sled. And now for the bottom, I'm just going to do this line for now. Yeah. And then I'm going to I'm going to do it like this.
So use a piece of paper to
Oh,
connect
that's a
it.
good idea. Okay, fine. Thank you. And I'm going to just continue till I meet my other line. Okay, so now I'm going to start.
Make sure not to draw.
Yeah, you don't want to cut on the dotted lines. You
Make sure you do not draw on the dotted lines.
You just want to have the outline. Also, when you color it in, don't color it in on the dotted lines because
you're going to color in only this area.
The center.
This is the area that you're going to draw.
And I think now is a good time actually maybe to do that while it's taped down.
Well, let's read the instructions. Let's find out.
Let's see. Okay.
What's instruction number 2?
Cut your kite first.
Go for it.
So then decorate the kite. I think it might be easier to do this right now actually. So I'm gonna do this right now. I'm just gonna write my Hebrew name here. I'm gonna write. How about I write what should I write? Should I write Yisrael? Hi.
Sure.
Or.
Write your Hebrew name.
Okay. I'll write my
nice
Hebrew,
and big.
Write my Hebrew name
and
here.
And then a message if you want.
This is my attempt at a shin, sin, reish.
Take this out.
And hey.
This can be confusing. So let's take out the paper.
Oh, the paper underneath. It's okay. I can see. I'm not doing this very straight. I'm gonna make some hearts because Ahavat Yisrael is a big theme of Lag BaOmer. You want to make sure that everybody loves each other. And I'm gonna actually write that here. The Ahavta. Oh shoot. The Ahav. That is a mistake. The I did have a hey there first. That was how it was supposed to be.
That's okay.
Let me just figure out what to do with this.
That's also why you have more plastic.
That's why you have more plastic. Okay, so I'm going to make this into something else right now. Let's see. I'm going to make it into
Flip it over.
How about I can make a big giant bow and arrow for Lag BaOmer. And we'll figure out how I can make this look like one.
Artist at work.
Mess up. This is what happens when you mess up. You guys could do a lot better than me on this.
It's an Aleph-based bow.
There's an Aleph in the middle. Okay, we'll do Aleph through Tuf to show that the whole Torah is from Aleph to Tuf. Okay, so we've got a bow and arrow. Looks kind of going to be hearts. That's not really the point. And I'll make a bonfire because that's another thing that we do.
And we can use colors right now. We're just using black.
We're just using black because that's what I have. But you guys could do what you want.
Make it colorful.
You can make a Magen David here. Make all kinds of Jewish symbols, whatever you want. I'm not really, you can make this all colorful. Okay, so now that we have that done, now we're going to take off the tape that I taped on the plastic with.
So,
and I'm going to start cutting it.
Morah did the coloring before she was supposed to. So
yeah.
Follow the instructions. It might be easier for you, but if you want to do the coloring like she did, you can also do that.
I think it might be, I don't know, I think it might be easier to do it while it's flat on the table without the sticks. That's all what I was thinking. So now I'm going to cut the kite, and I'm going to be really careful because you know why? I'm going to give myself a little room on the outside of it just to start because I'm going to need to trim it anyways. So I don't want to mess up. I still have a good piece left if I do mess up. Messing up is okay. Okay, and now I'm going to cut it. Pretty easy to cut when you slide it along here, but you just want to be careful.
Well, if somebody else holds it, it's much easier.
Even easier.
Usually.
Even without someone's help, you could do it if you're careful. But this is something you might want to get, again, a grown-up to help with or a bigger kid.
Just hold it down. If you get somebody else to hold it down for you.
I'm just going to cut that piece off. Now I'm going to make it straighter now.
You can't see it because of this, so can I take this off?
Yes, you can take that off, yeah. Okay, so I'm cutting out the kite. And I want to make sure that I'm going to have to trim it really well after, just to keep
Bring it onto the table so we can see what you're doing.
Okay.
Here we can see what you're doing.
Oh, now you can see it, yeah. But I'm going to just carefully try to follow the line. And there's a trick that you do. Once you cut the kite, you're going to fold it in half, and anything that needs to be trimmed, if it's not perfect, then you kind of like even things out. I'll show you what I mean. The important thing is that it should be really even, because that's one of the secrets to making it fly well, for it to be aeronautically correct, if that's the word. Okay, and now we're going to do this side. So that's good. Because nothing is more disappointing than when you make a kite and it doesn't fly.
There's more disappointing things.
Well, it's one of the disappointing things. Yes, there are some more disappointing things. Okay, and I'm going to do this piece. This is a little kite. We've done them bigger, but we just cut the sticks to the size because that's how the template printed at Chabad. So that's what we have, but you can make it much bigger. The instructions are actually for 17 inches. If you take a regular wooden dowel, they're usually 36 inches. So if you cut them in half and then cut another half inch off of each one, you'll get 17 inches. And that's like a really good size kite too. This is kind of a mini kite. It's not so big. Okay.
And we can make it in a few different sizes. We have the kites.
You can make it as big as you want.
I can send you the instructions for bigger kites too.
Yeah, you can make it as big as you want. Now I'm going to fold it and see if it's pretty good.
Look at that fold. Look how it folds.
Let's see how it folds. You
Does
want
it
it
look
to
good?
be? Yeah, I think it looks okay.
Make sure that the top, the most important part is that the top should be folded. Can you lay it down so we can see it?
Okay, let's see.
If the top folds well, then you're in a good place.
I think it's good.
And
it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. So now we're going to open this up. Now,
if it wouldn't fold, if it wouldn't be perfect, then you would cut off the edges.
So when you put the wooden sticks in,
right,
and I put them in over here on this side, are they going to see the words backwards? Is it better to do it like this? You put the wooden sticks on this side so that when it flies up.
Well, you want to put them. You want to face it down like this, so that when it flies, the sticks are going to go up like that. The sticks are going to be on the inside.
Oh, they're going to be on the inside.
So you want to put the sticks down on the side that you have the drawing.
Got it. Okay. So now the next thing is I'm going to line up these. Oh no, I think let's figure it out. Now I think we do the filament tape. Tape the wooden dowels to sticks.
What number are you up to?
I'm up to number 3. So now we're going to tape these down. So I'm going to line them up with my on these, which were the dotted lines. So like basically you want to go from the top edge to the bottom edge with the sticks.
Exactly like that.
And then I'm going to use the filament tape, which I cut, which are 2-inch pieces.
Can you show them?
I cut these pieces beforehand. It's a good idea to cut them before you start. Cut like 8 pieces of tape, and that way you'll have them. So I'm going to put one here.
What does it say?
Let's look at the picture.
Yeah, let's look at the.
Okay, so one goes over here. I'm going to put one right in the middle, right here.
Over here you have the instructions again.
Yep, and I'm going to show you one more over here. One more here. And now I'm going to do one more at the bottom.
So basically you're going to do it 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. First 1, 2, and 3. That's what you're going to do. That's what Morah is doing.
And then we're going to put this one. Oh, it's not exactly to the bottom.
It doesn't have to be. It has to be to the top. What it has to be is to the tippy top. That's the most important part.
Okay, let me move this a little bit. Let's see if I can pick that up a little. Okay. Line it up so it reaches the tippy top.
So first you lay one down under here. Okay. Lay it under. What? Can you show them how you do it?
Yeah, you go like this.
Make the sticky side is up. Lay it down under.
You want it to be straight, and then you
don't touch it before you need to. Then fold it.
Then fold it.
And make sure it's.
Wait, you want to fold it?
Yeah, exactly.
Like this? You leave it. Do you have to be down to the?
It should be down to the stick, but it's fine as long as they're the same on both sides.
Oh, as long as it's the same on both sides. Let me cut it a little bit.
These two sides have to be the same.
I thought you meant the sides of the tape have to be the same.
From this side and this side should be the same weight of the tape on both sides.
Okay. There.
Okay. Maybe you could do this one a little bit longer, like till about there. Okay.
Okay. I'll use it. Well, that one.
But it's fine as long as it's strong. It's strong tape.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to tape this down. Whoops. I want it to be even.
So the sticky side is on the top.
I want it to be as even as possible. Okay, there we go. Now we have two pieces over here.
Yeah.
And now This is all, I forgot to do one
and then
here.
there's one over here in the middle,
And then
one at the end, at the bottom.
No, at the end?
Right at the end.
There.
Yeah.
I should push it down a little bit. I think this is fine.
So the most important thing is that they're symmetrical. That whatever you do on this side, you do the same thing on this side.
If you use this tape, this strapping tape, it actually, if you're careful, it doesn't rip the plastic. So you can move it. I'm going to push it down a little bit lower. Okay, and now this kite, because the sticks are not exactly even, I hope it will still work. Let's see what happens.
So what I would do is
if
I would
not
actually
even,
cut off.
cut one.
Look, if they're not even, if this one's a little bit bigger, then cut off a little piece because the weight has to be the same.
Okay.
That's the main part. Just cut off a little piece of the stick. You can actually cut it with the scissors. It's a little hard, but you can do it.
Ah.
You did it.
Yeah.
No more.
Should I trim the plastic to fit?
No.
Doesn't have to be?
Plastic
okay.
doesn't matter.
Okay, so now we're going to take another piece of these tape. This is the next step. So now you take another piece, this time a little bigger, I think.
What number are you up to?
I'm up to the tape about 2 inches. Okay, so now we're going to take
you're up to number 5, right?
I'm going to do this one. Yeah, tape about 2 inches to the tippy tip. So you're going to go here. Watch this, guys. You're going to put it here. And you're going to put this, you're going to place the corner of the kite. Basically the same thing.
Over its corner.
Yeah.
Don't fold the corner.
No, I'm not.
Fold the tape, not the corner.
Should it be like that?
That's
or should it be
perfect?
Yeah? You can leave a little space there?
Yep.
Okay.
As long as you do the same thing on both sides.
Okay.
Okay. So that was number 5. So we're up to this in number 5, right over there.
A little bit more. You should cut them before so you know that they're even.
Right. If you
cut 2 pieces
that's
that
a
are
good
even.
idea.
This looks about right. And I'm going to take this and put it under here.
Move it under the table so I can see it.
Yep, okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to, oops, that doesn't look straight. I'm going to go like this. And I'm going to fold it over the edge. Okay, there we go. And now, oh, it's not straight. It has to be straight.
That's fine.
It's not straight across. See, that one's straight across. This one's on an angle. So I think it has to be.
It's fine.
Yeah, I think I'll just.
You might rip it.
Oh, be careful. Okay, let's try this again. Straight. Nope. Straight. See, I'm not the most spatially. I'm a little spatially challenged a little bit when it comes to these things. Okay. And now I'm going to take the hole puncher. This is the next step.
Okay.
And it says here, punch a
number is
hole
that?
in the tape.
Number 6.
Number 6, punch a hole in tape 1/2 inch from each corner.
Okay.
So that means from here,
Right in the center.
right in the center, I'm going to make a hole punch right here. Ah.
If you don't have a hole puncher, well,
Use a knife.
We're making these holes to put the string through, okay? The string is going to go through there. So what you need to do is you just need to make a hole. A hole puncher makes it clean, a clean cut. So that should work best. If you don't have a hole puncher, you can make any kind of hole. You could use anything. Don't do it yourself. This is a dangerous part. Ask your mom or dad or 18-year-old sibling to do this. It's hard.
Yeah.
Make sure it's in the same space. Look, Sarah.
I am. It's
So
not
look at this
working.
one. See how
Yeah.
you're right at the corner?
Yeah, yeah.
So right inside the corner.
Okay. It's not really. One second.
Right inside the corner.
Okay. For some reason.
Make it in the same place as the other side. It's really hard to use a hole puncher, but you can wiggle it.
Oh, got it. Okay. Let's release.
It gets stuck.
Let's see.
Let me wiggle it out.
Let me see. This is not a good hole puncher. Maybe
Yeah.
it's just full.
Yeah,
Got it.
there you go.
Okay, very carefully wiggle it out. Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
Now you can leave that hole in there. You can leave the piece in there.
Okay, it's
It's
okay.
fine. It doesn't matter.
And now we
As long
take.
as you do it from both sides. Just whatever you do,
Now
you do
the
the
next
same on both sides.
thing is you take the kite string.
Wait, let's show how you open
Now the
that.
kite string has 2 sides to it. You're just going to want to use one for now. We're going to cut off a piece actually.
What number
You're
you have to?
going to take 3 feet of string. So 3 feet of string.
It's number 7.
Is
number
Let's
7.
see. We need a measurement of 3 of a foot. So this is 13 inches. You got to use a ruler, guys, but I'm not going to.
So really,
This
it
is
doesn't
13
have
inches?
to be that. Just stretch it out
So
like
here,
the
this
width,
is about
Sarah.
a foot.
The width of your hand.
Oh,
It
really?
doesn't have to be exactly
1.
3. The width of your body, like the kids, little kids,
Let's see. 1.
and just stretch it out.
Okay, 1. I'm just going to do 3 lengths like this. 3.
It doesn't have to be 3 feet. It
Okay.
just has to be wide, like the size of your arms stretched.
Okay, so
Okay.
let me see if that. I'll do the size of my hands. Let's see if that works.
You're a little bit bigger than 3 feet.
No,
That's fine.
it's good.
Perfect.
Okay, so now we're going to take this, and what you do is you're going to tie a piece of strings. You're going to tie the string into the hole. So you're going to
To
put
both corners.
to both corners. So I'm going to put it through here, and I'm going to make a knot
Mm-hmm. Just make the knot come out of the front.
out
Make
the
it,
front. Okay.
can we show
From the
that?
top?
Can we- yeah. It doesn't have to be tight. It has to be a tight knot, but it doesn't have to be squishing the.
It doesn't have to be squishing that.
Right.
It just has to be tight onto
It has to
here
be tight to itself.
to itself. Okay. So I did 1. I'm going to double it up. Do a double knot
Or
again,
a triple.
or a triple. Whatever you do, just
Yeah, make it
ask
at least
someone
a
to
triple.
help you.
Right.
If you can't knot things well.
Do it another one.
I'm going to do 1 more. Make it a triple knot. Okay, and now I'm going to do the other side. Same thing. This is, I think, what's this called? The string? I forgot.
It's the loop.
It's a loop. There's an official name for this loop. And then I'm going to put it in here.
You could use a little bit more string if you need to, just
At the
to make the
ends.
lot, to make the knots.
Yeah,
It's fine.
because if it's easier
Yes.
for you to have more string to tie knots, and you want to have enough,
3? Do you make 3 at least?
I did
Make
2
them
so
really,
far,
really tight.
and I'm going to do 1 more, and this is number 3.
Tight, tight, tight.
Okay, yeah, it's tight. And this
Now
side is tight.
comes the really important part. And that is number 8. Number 8. Here's where you need to make a loop. So what you need to do is straighten this up, stand it up, and hold it at the top.
Exactly in the middle.
And make sure that these 2 corners are exactly the same. And once they're exactly the same,
Then I make a loop
then
like this.
can you wait a second
Oh, yeah.
so we can see it? Here, let's make sure that these are exactly the same over here. And once they're exactly the same, they go straight up to the top. And you have somebody hold it like that if you can.
And how,
Hold it because
over
it
here
needs to
make
be.
a loop?
It needs to be a loop at the top, and they have to stay.
Exactly in
they
the
have to
middle.
stay the same. So
Exactly
you're
in
gonna
the
try to make a
middle.
little loop.
So here, this is
How are you
where...
gonna do that, Mama? Right at the top.
No, it doesn't say the top. It says exactly in the middle.
Closer to the top.
Make a loop exactly in the middle.
Exactly in the middle means it's exactly in the middle of the string. Look,
Oh.
Look.
Okay,
Here,
got
let
it.
go-
Okay,
let go for a second.
let go. Okay, yeah, I got it. Okay. Let me just do this again because I don't want to loop it yet. Okay.
That's what I meant. Right.
So exactly in the middle means this, but
Exactly
then
in the
the
middle
loop at
of
the
that
top.
string, right there.
Yep, the top.
The loop should be right over here,
Okay, let's do it.
just like a knot. Basically,
Just line it up, and now I'm going to loop it.
a loop could be just another knot. That's fine. That's it. That's
And
the
now
loop.
we have this. So
Another
now
little knot.
you're going to take this string.
Now wait. No, this is what you have to check. You have to check. If this doesn't work, then you have to do it again. What you have to do is you have to hold this by the middle, exactly right over here, like that, or put something really thin inside it, like that.
Oh wait,
And
something is hanging on it. Maybe that's why.
if your sides, right there where your hands are aligned, are perfect, then it's good. If it's not, if it's something like this, I want to just show you, if it's something like that,
It won't work.
then your kite won't fly, so don't do it.
Yeah, okay.
So
there we
redo
go.
the string. If you need to redo the string, it's
Then
okay.
once you have this loop made,
You're set. That's really the
you
kite is
just
done.
have to take
Watch,
this.
this could fly. Can you
Yeah.
show? Can I show you for a second?
Yeah.
Watch. You grab that.
yeah.
Okay. Notice. Look. Your kite is all ready now. It's ready to fly. So you hold it by this loop, and you can get some wind and make some wind. So right now it's flying. The
Okay.
kite is flying.
And then the last step.
You see that?
Rabbi,
It
you
flies.
want to do the
Now
last?
all you need to do is add more string, And if you have more string,
Here.
you can go higher and higher.
Tie
and
this
higher
whole
and higher.
thing to the rest of it.
And here you are, right?
Should we? Yeah, here.
Flying. Your kite flying. You made it.
Okay.
Can you see that in there?
Yep, we see it moving.
Okay.
Okay, and obviously if you use Sharpies that are different colors, it will look so much
It's the
nicer.
wind.
And you could take more time coloring it in than Morah
Right.
did.
So when you do it like this, the wind is going to
All you're going to see is the name
going
floating
to
in the sky.
flow right over here into the bottom of the kite, and it's gonna look like this in the sky. All you're gonna see from the sky is that. Because the bottom is gonna be clear. Oh, string is gonna be down.
Oops.
The rest is gonna be clear, and all you're gonna see is your name
Okay.
and your instruction. And
Actually,
your
the way you're holding it right now,
decorations.
it's backwards. It's good. No, you're seeing it the right way. Here, let me just tie this string on.
Beautiful. Sorry.
Here. So
Back
then
to
you're
you.
going to take this and you're going to make a double knot.
Now you
with
take
this
this string itself
The string that's left. You
and make a nice big knot onto
And you're
it.
going to make a nice big knot. I would do a few knots to make sure that it's nice and tight because you do not want to lose the kite.
Well, actually, I'm going to tell you something. A lot of these kites
Fly away.
get lost and they fly away straight to Hashem and they never come back. So don't be upset.
You just make another one.
That's right, just make another one. Well, you have to get more sticks for that. But
We have
it's
more
true,
sticks,
it
you can
happens
just come
when
by
we go
and
out
get
with
them.
groups of like 20 or 30 kids, about 10 of them fly away.
Okay, and now you have
because
the
some of the
Lag
loops are
BaOmer
not
kite.
so tight.
I hope you guys all have fun making it and
Or
fun
because
flying
it's
it.
windy.
Please send pictures of yourself to us, either through WhatsApp or you can send the pictures through email. We'd love to see you flying the kite on Lag BaOmer, which is on Tuesday. A very special day. You're going to learn all about it today in Hebrew school or in Kivon. So thank you all for watching.
Can I show one more thing about this?
Yes.
Can you hold this for a second?
And we'll see you soon.
Okay. Can you hold that? Notice?
Yep.
Can you see?
Yeah.
So one more thing I want to tell you about this is that when you're flying the kite outside, a few things. First of all, don't go near trees because they're going to get stuck. And if you're flying with other kids, don't fly close to each other because they get tangled. And here, when this loop of string, what happens is if you hold it like this, the wind, if you catch the wind, well, a good way to start the kite is when if somebody else can start it for you.
You just run and hold
You
it.
take a lot of string and go far, far away, and somebody else will hold the kite like this, with these two sticks at the bottom, and just let it go straight up while, huh?
We're at 32 minutes.
Okay, while you're running and holding the kite. Another thing that's really important is that this string, when the wind carries it,
It will start spinning.
it's going to start spinning on its own. You can just put your fingers here, and it's going to start pulling it like that on its own, which is fine. What you have to be careful about is that the string is
It's not
attached to the loop, to this plastic holder.
Just when it gets
so
to
when
the
it
end.
gets to the end, it's just going to continue flying.
So you better hold it.
So you have to be careful when you get close to the end. Don't hold your loop like this. Hold it like this.
And let's have a contest who can get theirs the highest. Whoever finishes their string,
That's it.
that's awesome. Okay,
Thank you,
bye.
Morah, Sarah.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you for
We'll see you
the
soon.
Yiddish-Kite. If you're watching this elsewhere, you can email rabbicba@gmail.com to get your kite. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.